Nagawada, Betalbadi, Salsed, Goa, and recently we had a workshop how to convert kitchen wet waste into compost and growing kitchen garden, that is vegetables and other ornamental plants by using compost and leachate from this composting bin. And I really appreciate the initiative and work taken by these St. Michael community members of this Nagwada Betalbadi. And today, around 8 of them installing this aerobic composting bins in their household. And I'll be showing them demo how to go with that. This is very simple. This is a plastic PVC 60-liter barrel which have holes for the aeration at the top. There is one water outlet, the tap, PVC ball wall tap we have installed to drain the leachate when this composting is taking place. The water which is leached out by the wet waste need to be drained, and that is the organic liquid manure. And we have today here a wet waste from one of the household, the kitchen wet waste. They have some fruit peels, leftover food, some vegetable peels. Now I think this, if we check with the weight, it is around 2 kg. So since the water content is there, when you take waste maybe 1 kg or 2 kg, we always take proportionate, like 1:1 is the ratio. This wet waste we consider as green. In other words, we call it as a nitrogen. And now together we require now brown, that is carbon source. Sometimes we use, now here they have collected garden wet waste brown. Now these are the mango leaves. So always it is better to crush these leaves and store. So otherwise it will take time to compost. So in order, if you are not getting any garden waste, then a second option is taking a sawdust. Now this is a sawdust here. We have sawdust. So equal amount we can mix garden waste and sawdust. It is mixed together. Now why we need to add browns to this? When this kitchen wet waste, maybe fruits, leftover food, vegetable peels, all these have living cells. When these living cells are decaying, the water which is in the cells is drained out. It is leached out. So that water need to absorb. And same way when we put this for the composting, there need to be aeration. So porosity need to be there to pass the air. Otherwise, when we put all this together without brown, then it will become a cake like this. So now we require some enzymes, composting enzyme. Now what are those enzymes? Here we have already prepared enzyme. This is nothing else but water, jaggery, and some fruit peels. It is added with yeast. So all this combination we call microbial fermentation enzyme. When we do any wine, fruit wine, we use yeast. Yeast is used to ferment. So when we ferment this waste with sugar content, that is jaggery water with yeast and some fruit peels. All fruits they have a sugar in that. So when we add this enzyme to this waste, so formation of other gases, foul smell, emission of foul smell will be not there. When this waste is getting rot, when it is decaying, it will release ammonia, it will release nitrogen, it will release all the other various gases, even hydrogen sulfide gas. So when we use this enzyme and we make little wet, so that sugar and yeast in this will avoid formation of all those gases and it will ferment the waste. Now we'll put it in one bin. Now why we have two bins here? One bin we will start. Once this bin is full, we will leave this bin to naturally dry, and till the leachate is out and the moisture percent is around 40 to 50% or even below 40. So once this bin is full, the second bin we will start. And once this bin is completely dried up, the compost will be removed out. By the time this bin will be full, then again we will stop using this bin, then we'll start with other bin. So that is the process. Now I'm putting this waste in the bin. You need to level the waste. Hmm? Suppose in today's waste we were having only some food leftover and vegetable peels. Suppose in this waste, if you add fish or some prawns waste and all, raw prawns, that is the time you need to cover it with more sawdust or top soil. Or if you have any top soil from your property, you can cover, or sawdust is enough. You can cover it with the sawdust so that strong odor will not come out. Or if more fish waste is there, just soak it with more fermentation enzyme. So this will avoid the strong smell of that fish waste. So that's it. So this is how you need to go. Plastic, here you have brought, avoid using plastic more often. Huh? Now one more thing in this, when you collect your wet waste, avoid plastic in Maggie cubes or some milk packet cut out and all. Once the plastic goes inside, it will change the temperature. So water will come after another 10 to 15 days. In between you will see some small larvae, segmented larvae. So those are the good larvae. They require in the bin to eat the wet waste. If the larvae are good enough, like at least 2 centimeter big, you can remove manually and feed your poultry birds. So rich in protein.
Seashells, they